In many communities, a girl child is told what she can do. But today, things are changing. The question is a girl child truly free from becoming what she wants to become in Adara land? Welcome to Adara Connect TV podcast. Today, we have a very important conversation about a girl child in Adara land. Joining me is not just a guest, but the symbol of excellence, beauty, and purpose. She is Queen Gift John, the face of elegant Nigeria, Peace and Tourism 2025/2026, and she's a proudly Adara woman. You are highly welcome to this show.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, let's start with your journey. How does it feel growing up as a girl in Adara land?
Well, it was fun. It was exciting. Having friends around, doing house chores together, going to the rivers, going to the farm with your parents. It was just fun for us, the ladies, like a girl child then.
Okay. Who is a girl child?
To me, the girl child is the younger version of the woman in another land.
How does the culture affect the girl child?
The culture of the Adara people that I know affects the girl child both positively and negatively. The positive aspect of us is our strength. The Adara girl child is hardworking. She strives to be independent. That we try to conform to any situation that we find ourselves, no matter how bad it is. We try to struggle and survive it through. That's the strength of another girl, both in education, in work, in marriages. You always see the other girl fighting and working so hard to make sure that she confirms it, to make sure that it works out for her.
Okay.
And
So
that
that
leads to, yeah.
so
if
that
she
has
is
to do with
determined-
the culture.
Yeah, because we are
Okay.
trained that way. Our culture, where I'm coming from, that's the culture. Our mothers will always tell us that you need to be strong. Yeah, you need to be strong. You don't have to depend on someone to do things for you. So you need to be strong. You need to be a strong woman. Like, you don't need to be weak. You
Okay.
being a woman doesn't mean that you should be weak. You should be strong enough to handle things.
Okay, so let's come back to the positive, to the negative aspect of it. That's how does the
Okay.
culture affect
Yeah.
the girl child negatively?
Now, how the culture affect the girl's child negatively in Adara land, because that is where I'm coming from.
Okay.
That's where our answer is. One, it affects in terms of education.
Okay.
Yeah, education.
How does it affect the education?
Like education, I would say there's lack of educational encouragement and support from the parents
Okay.
towards a girl's child.
Okay. So, can I be right to say that there is a limitation compared to a boy child?
Yeah, now let me break it down
Okay.
from that education now. As you ask the question, the limitation it has on the girl's child compared to the boy child. Now, let me not talk about this present age, but I have come to see so far that the other girl child from the tender age, because there are people, they believe in farming, so she's been from that tender age, she starts learning to do farming, and then house chores, and then the other energy is being channeled in trying to train her towards managing of the house and marriage.
Okay.
Now, how culture affects us now is those are managed now to even try to educate the girl child. They end at this college of educations, and once they obtain that NCE, they just relax and they feel like maybe that's just the end. The next thing is marriage.
Okay. So now, as if you remember, we're
Yeah.
talking of girl child.
Yeah.
And when we talk of girl child, I believe there is a particular age range.
Okay, sorry, before I
within.
switch to another topic.
I believe there is a particular age range within a girl child. I believe if a girl is more than 18 years, can she be called as a girl or a lady?
18 years, based on in Nigeria definition. At
Okay.
18, she's already a youth.
Okay. So if I
I'm
may
talking about-
understand, and the
yes.
main point is this, what you're trying to say, back then, I don't know if Adara still practicing that as well. And that goes round to some other ethnic group as well. People believe that training a girl child is just like wasting of money, thinking
I
that
am
she's
not
going
even
to marry
saying-
out and she'll not be part of the family. Does
I
that ideology
It
happen?
still exists. I'm
Okay.
not even saying that it's in the past. I'm just saying that it's just few now, the parents that now know the importance of educating their girl's child. Some still exist now
Okay.
that I've come across some Adara ladies that they struggle to further themselves because their parents didn't really see it. After all, their concern is when are you getting married?
Okay.
Because already you've been trained, you know how to farm now. Farming, house chores, how to manage the house, and then the next thing is how to now go to your husband's house, how to settle down in marriage. It's just few of them that see the importance of educating the girl child. Yeah, that's on the aspect. Then I was talking about the negative aspects of the how culture affects the girl's child.
Yeah.
Now I made mention of education, in which you brought out the question I just answered. Now the second part is on we, the girl child ourselves. Now the negative aspect of how the culture affects us is lack of self-confidence.
Okay.
That's self-limitation. We don't believe in ourselves, so we don't believe that we can break out from our nutshell and do exploit.
Okay.
We just tend to, there's this kind of limitation that we have, that we've just made it to be like it's a standard for us, that there's this, we lack this confidence of breaking out of it. And when I try to understand, okay, why are we having that kind of limitations? Because we have the fear of failures. So if you're having the fear of failure, you wouldn't want to try to do something that will move your head, because you don't want to try and fail.
Okay.
So that also, because of where we are coming from, the culture we are coming from, we have limitations. Like me, I'm using myself now as an instance. I went into pageantry. When I started it, at least I know some of my peers, my friends, that they saw like, this girl don't really know what she's doing. Like, how sure if you go you will win? And truly what they said to me happened to me, because yeah, it's something that we just accepted it, that that's our limitation, it's a standard for us, we can't break it through. But because I have self-confidence in myself, I believe I can break those limitations. And I think we have to just be in between, like within it, we can't break out. I decided I will go from the failure, I will learn, and I will grow beyond that. And I started with it. The first contest, I didn't win as a winner, I only came up as a first runner. So I didn't even get any recognition like that. So I also I still did another contest.
Okay.
I still didn't be the real winner. I still came up as a first runner up. So I didn't really get recognition. But the third one, because I learned from those my failures that I had, the two failures I tried to pick corrections, did amendment in where I need to do. At least the third one, I came out with a title that at least I was recognized. That the people that were telling me how far they came back, they have to congratulate me on how did you do it. And that alone became like an eye opener to the same people that didn't have self-confidence themselves. Now are now having self-confidence. And I'm even so like when I see my people going out in party in the lady's house, years ago this thing people were seeing me as if I don't know what I was doing, but at least my movement now, they are not telling me you are a role model. Like how am I your role model? Like how are you looking up to me? How is that possible? You kind of you did it, so we too we can do it. So we lack self-confidence. We the girl child in Adara land. So that also is a way that the culture affects us negatively because of how we were being brought up. Like the environment where we're coming from, we were just trying to training you to know how to do house chores, how to cook, how to keep the house, assist in farming, and then the next thing is they will train you morally and how to be a good wife, and the next thing is you are moved to marriage. So that affected us. We didn't know that we can actually, there are a lot of opportunities for us out there to explore and then establish ourselves.
That's
it. If you understand.
So do a girl child has equal opportunity as the boy child?
At some point we are limited, and then the second part I'll say is equal rights. Now talk about inheritance. Now I don't really know much about it, but so far the one I've asked and I've got answers to it is like for instance, if someone, let me use myself, God forbid, I'm not saying my father will die, but let's say if today my dad is late, now if somebody has lands, now these lands are being distributed among the males, because they don't regard you, the female, that you need the land because you are getting married and you are living the house. So those things they are sharing, you don't have anything, you don't get anything from it. More majority is when maybe the mother dies, she gets, when maybe they are sharing her clothes, the mother's clothes, the lady gets. But in terms of properties, you are not being given anything because you are a female. If you are going out and getting married, so at that point the girl child is limited. The female,
do you see it as the right thing or wrong?
No, because in this present age that we are now, that's why I say thank God for social exposure and there's development in our land. Like our eyes, even our parents' eyes now, it's open. They are now exposed, that they get to understand that the ladies also have equal right to such properties. They can actually manage it the same way the guys are managing, the way the males are managing it. Now this exposure now has helped us, and it has brought development that now at this present age, at some level, I would say we have equal rights, except when it comes to traditional rights
in Adara land.
Yes.
So are you indirectly telling me rights, that are you indirectly telling me that as now that development and civilization has come, do you want to tell me that the Adara are not still practicing that?
They are involving the civilization.
But are they not practicing the?
That is what I'm saying.
That
I said in some aspects, like in terms of traditional rights. Now, when I'm talking about traditional rights, there's times of chieftaincy. Now,
even the sharing of the belongings of a disease is still part of the tradition.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So are they still practicing it, or they are not or the girls are getting share from it?
Now, few are still practicing it because of lack of the exposure.
So have you ever witnessed a lady that ever get share of inheritance?
Yes.
Okay. So that means some families begin to shape their mindset towards that.
Yes.
Okay, it's a good one. Many girls face pressure in early marriage. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Based on expectation from their parents in most cases. Do you think that affects their dreams?
Yes.
How?
Okay. I'll use my mom to answer this question.
Okay.
Yeah. This pressure of early marriage, it shattered some of their dreams. And at some points, some of these things, this pressure, this early marriage, leave the girl child, or the, will I say, the woman, broken. Now, like I said, I'll use my mom to answer that question. My mom was somebody who had the desire to further her education after secondary school level. Okay, at still junior secondary level, she wanted to further to even a higher institution. But because of the society, the environment she was coming from, early marriage was something that was very common. It's a normal thing. And so she ended up finding herself in this kind of pressure that she was sent to an early marriage that she didn't want. Now, this early marriage shattered her dreams. She had a dream and she wanted to achieve that dream, but early marriage shattered it for her. She couldn't get the opportunity to further her education till after she has given birth to about she has given birth to all her children. Imagine giving birth to 5 children and you now start struggling to now go back to school. That is what she did. So now, even though she struggled to go back to school, she just ended up doing just secondary school, and then she just tried to see if she could go to a college of education. Now, this early marriage didn't allow her achieve her goal. She had passion. She had the desire to further, not just to stop at secondary level. She wanted to go to a higher institution, and she had a dream of being an accountant. But early marriage shattered that dream for her. Until today, she still do mention it to us, because that early marriage left her broken. Till date, she still, if you sit and you're talking to her, she will still mention it to you that early marriage made that she didn't become who she is. And so that is why we, her daughters, she don't pressure anybody to go into any early marriage. If you have a dream, pursue it.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, in the that aspect of education and other dreams that one will be dreaming of becoming. Now, will you advise girls to think of marriage before building themselves, or building themselves before thinking of marriage?
Me as a person, I would advise you build yourself before marriage.
How can you build yourself as a girl child?
Now, when I'm saying you are building yourself, I'm not necessarily saying you have to go to all higher institution, get all the certificates before you can marry. Now, when I mean build yourself, we have handworks. Go and learn any hand skill. If you have a hand skill, even if you don't get to further your education before marriage knocks on your door, with that hand skill you have, you can be financially independent and be a supportive wife to your husband. Now, with your hand skill, you can become an entrepreneur. You start up a business. You earn money on your own. From there, if you still have a dream of following your education, you further. So you now going into marriage, you don't have any qualification, any certificate that you can use to gain any job or to be employed. At the same time, you still don't have any hand skill that can generate any source of income for you. And you are going to the marriage. What are you going there to do? You are going there as a liability. Because automatically everything your husband have to do it for you. You are just a liability instead of being a supportive wife. So to me, as a person, I don't believe in going into marriage first before you now start thinking of what to do with your life. No, I live in my present, because that present will pave way for me for the future of tomorrow, and that future of tomorrow will also pave way for the future of the later for me. So what I do is live in that present, So live in that present, because that present will be the future for you tomorrow. So don't just see that, okay, so when you get married, you start preparing yourself before the marriage. So when you go into it, when you face the issues, you know that you're already independent. At least, even if you can't solve it all, at least you should be able to be a supportive person. You should be able to support the husband in it.
Okay. Can a girl child be independent and fully respect the cultural value?
Yes.
Okay.
But in this my generation now,
Yeah.
this my generation, I would say you can be independent as a girl and still at the same time respect your cultural values.
Okay.
In the sense that if you are disciplined,
Okay.
no matter the kind of independence that you have, there are things you want to do because of this discipline you have from the roots. Your conscience will not let you do it.
Okay.
Your morals will still, like, if you want to do it, your morals will question you. But in a situation whereby there is no discipline, you don't have that discipline in you. So when you feel you are independent, you feel you have arrived. So you don't see any reason for you to be respectful because you feel you are independent, you have it. But if the discipline is there from the root, the morals have been impacted into you from the root, even when you are independent, you will still remember deep there in your head that you need to be respectful.
Okay. So
unless you allow what you get
yes.
to take control over you instead of you to control you, instead of you getting control over the thing that's making you feel you are independent, you are now allowing it to get control over you.
Okay. So now,
to me it's yes, no. So that
okay.
question, to me, yes, I can. But to other ladies out there, we are having that issue.
Yeah.
My generation, we are having that issue. Some,
okay.
few still do remember they have to be respectful.
Okay.
But others, let me rate, let's say 60%. 60%, let's say they don't really remember it, that they have to be respectful like that. 40% will still remember, because I've come across a lot of other ladies that are independent. Now there's a way a lady will feel she's independent and she will feel she can't bow to anybody.
Okay.
She can't be submissive to anybody because she feels she's independent.
Okay.
So that's why I say the discipline and the morals will play a role at that point.
Okay.
If you are not disciplined from the beginning and you don't have the morals from the beginning, when you become independent, you will see that you don't have any reason to bow to anybody or submissive or to respect anybody. But if the discipline is there and the moral is there, no matter whatever it is you have, you wouldn't let that thing control you, but rather you'll be the one to control the thing.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
As a queen and a role model to many young Adara girls out there, what responsibility do you feel towards those girls?
What responsibility do I feel I have towards the girl child?
Yeah.
Okay. Like you mentioned earlier, I am to serve as a role model to them. So in my daily living, I have it in my head. One of my responsibilities, I should be someone they should look up to as a role model, someone they should look up to, that they can follow my footsteps, they can learn from me, they can learn the positive aspects from me.
So what are those?
Learn also from my negative aspects. I am a human being, so I have my weaknesses. So I might not see it, but people out there read you. So of course I know my strengths are there, my weaknesses are there. But I know I'm to serve as a role model, so it's left for them to learn.
So what are those things that they're supposed to learn from you? I want you to mention those things.
Now, I would advise the learn from the positive aspect and leave the negative aspect.
Yeah, what are those
So
positive
now the
aspects?
positive aspect of me is I'll say resilience. Yeah, I'm somebody that I strive to win. I don't give up. Like I can say, at some point I will say I am a goal getter. I don't give up easily. If I set out for a thing, I make sure that I get it. I can face a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges, a lot of trials. Like in my journey so far in the pageantry of a thing, I've had a lot of challenges, a lot of trials, but that didn't make me to give up. I started from failure. I didn't just start one day and then I won. I started from the roots. I learned from my failures. I didn't give up. I didn't allow the failure to break me down. Rather, I learned from my failures and I was consistent. So I would say they should learn to be consistent too in whatever it is the desire to become or whatever it is they are doing. They should be consistent in it. One, resilience. They shouldn't give up. You can't give up because you tried once and then you fail and then you feel you can give up. Now, for you to get to that point of success, you have to be consistent in what you are doing. Learn from the failure. So I would say they can learn that aspect of me because I don't give up. If I'm set out for something, if I set a goal, I make sure I get that goal.
Okay, so what are those negative aspects that they shouldn't learn from you?
And the positive aspect, sorry, please permit me to say it because it's very, very important.
Okay.
Yeah, like there is something with we the ladies now when you've attained some height of success that you feel okay, like okay, let's say I'm a queen, like you said, okay, I'm a role model to some people out there who look up to me. The most important thing you should learn is humility.
Okay.
Now, because you're having the crown doesn't mean you are better than others. It's a privilege, it's an opportunity that you get. So even if you have that crown, you should learn humility because a lot of our ladies have messed up in that aspect.
Okay.
When you don't feel you've reached a certain level, you feel you've arrived, and we don't see that pride flew everywhere. The arrogance is there because I feel you've arrived. So me, I would say they should learn humility because I try as much as possible as I can. I try to be humble, so I can be able to relate. Because if you are not humble, now if people are looking up to you as a role model and you are not humble to them, they won't be able to assess you. Because if you are not humble for them, how will they assess you? Some will reach out to me that please I want you to put me through. Now if you are not humble, some I don't want to talk to her, or this one won't even look my side because you feel she's already a queen. So please, they should learn to be humble, yeah, and then resilience. They shouldn't give up. Whatever it is they believe in and whatever it is they are practicing, they should be consistent in it. That will help them get to the level which they desire for. So that part, I think to the best of my knowledge, I played my part very well. So that is the positive aspect of me that I can say they should learn.
Okay, so what's that negative aspect that you should say they shouldn't learn from you?
Okay, the negative aspect of me. I don't think I need to mention this on camera.
Why?
I don't think it's necessary for me to mention.
Don't you think they should learn?
No, I can't really say, but I know I have. But
Okay.
I can't really say because it's people that read you. You might not really know things that I might say as negative is not even really negative.
Yes, so maybe you can say it so we
No,
can hear.
I'm not saying anything.
So that we can
negative
learn
on-
as well.
No. Okay. I'll just say few. The ones I can
Okay.
mention, I'll mention. Like,
Okay.
I'm someone that I'm someone that at times, I'm too soft. And that's why I say I don't know if it's negative.
Okay.
I am too soft that I at times forget at times I come out showing strong. They think I'm a strong queen. Behind the doors is a soft girl who breaks down and cry very well.
Okay.
Now, regaining my strength back to bounce back, it takes me a whole lot of time.
Okay.
Now, if you're somebody that if they throw words at you,
Yeah.
you break down.
Okay.
It will take you time at some point I doubt myself.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want them to have that kind of I don't want them to learn from to take that part
Okay,
of me.
thank you very much. I think we
when
have
you
gotten
throw-
something.
Yes, when you throw words at me,
Yeah.
I can act up at that point to you like I'm strong.
Okay.
I go back, I break down, and I cry very well. That at some point I try to avoid. I just leave that position, like I'll just remove my hand.
Okay.
Because it's not because maybe I'm angry, but because I am too soft that I don't want words. I take words personal. When you throw a word at me, if it doesn't sit well with me, it breaks me down. So I think they should be kind of strong. Yeah, they should be strong. They shouldn't be too soft the way I am. That they shouldn't learn that part. If they take that part, it will only take them the grace of God to bounce back on track.
Okay.
Yes.
So from the ups and downs we have been discussing, and from the aspect of the culture and the parents' responsibility towards a girl child and all of them as that, what message do you have to our fathers, to our mothers that are watching us, that are listening to us? What message do you have for them that will shape the woman that the woman that we have in Adara, that will shape an Adara lady, that will shape an Adara girl child? What message do you have for them?
Okay, firstly, I'll start with the upbringing. Now, to our fathers and our mothers, to our parents, to our guardians in generally, I want us to grow from that stage, that mentality that we have, that we just have to groom the girl child from the house chores to the farming and then to early marriage. I want us to grow from that. I want us to have it in our head that the girl child has other opportunities out there to explore. Let her not just be limited to just this. You just feel the responsibility you have towards the girl is making her to learn house chores, maybe teaching her how to be a good woman, respectful and the rest, and then it ends in marriage. No. I want us to have this let's grow from that level, and let's have this. We are in this generation we are right now. It's beyond that. I want us to grow from that aspect and start seeing reasons to give our girls the opportunity to explore, to break from this limit that we are, and grow from it.
Okay.
And then,
okay.
And then, secondly, I would say our parents towards the girl's child. We should stop having your girl child is not a ticket to wealth for you.
Okay.
Your girl child is not the ticket for you to make it in life. The wealth that you didn't have when you were still a youth, you were seeing your girl cannot come and make you to have it. Because we are in a generation whereby the girl child at some point suffer from pressure in the house. No, I'm not talking about early marriage. Responsibilities are being mounted on the girl child that at some point she's being pushed, she's being forced to go out to do some dirty things in order to meet up with parents or family expectation towards her. So please, I would like the parents to know that the girl is not a ticket. Her boyfriend or the husband is not the one that will come and wipe the poverty in her house.
Okay.
You owe her support to establish herself. If you can, give her the support she needs at the early age to establish herself, to build herself, invest in her on her own. You don't have to pressure her. If she is able to establish herself, she can be able to attend to your needs. But parents of ours nowadays, they use their girl child as a ticket to gather wealth.
Okay. That brings me to this question. A lot of girls out there, when a girl finishes secondary school, the next thing you will hear, I'm going to Abuja, I'm going to Lagos, I'm going to Port Harcourt, I'm going to this, I'm going to that. guess me, what are they there to do? In most cases, some will, in majority, house help. So, will you advise girls working on handwork strictly and be independent on their own, or will you advise them in the course of their struggling, in the course of their hustling, going for a job that does not really stand?
Now, in that aspect, before I answer them now, I will query the parents.
Okay.
Now, their environment is a place I grew up that I get to find out that there's I'll call it a parent's negligence and lack of support. Now, if you will recall, I mentioned about education from the beginning. Now, when you limit a girl child to just the house chores, farm, then you think you impart morals on how to now go and be a good wife. In this present generation now, those things you did to her, it's not providing anything, it's not generating any income to her. Now, if the parents have grown, they have, like, if they have foreseen the future, to know that some years will come that it will not just be about grooming the girl child on how to keep house and get married. They would have understood the importance of sending them to school. Aside sending them to school, getting a hand skill. Now, if the girl child has a hand skill, even if she goes to the Abuja, it's not house girl she will do. If she has a skill, right from home, she will start the skill. She will start it, and she will start a small business, and as it grows, if she decides to expand, she expand. Now, what I understand in this is this negligence from the parents, lack of support and attention. Now, if you don't get support from the parents, if you have support from your parents, let's say you don't even have a hand skill, but you have support from your parents, they really want to see that, they really want to invest in you. They can help you start up a business. All they need is to support you with capital. You can raise what you can, because you are good in farming. You can support her from there, and then either business, a hand skill, or you educate her, send her to a school. If all this is put in place, the number of girls that will be going out there to do house girl will not be that much.
Okay.
But the parents failed them. Now, I'm coming back to the girls aspect now.
Okay, sorry, before you come back to the girl child, let me re-emphasize on this word. Uyeni ateni kunekwenga, our parents, as you can hear from our queen, please it's high time for we to know that everything we see today at times is started from the genesis. What is the genesis? As a mother, as a father, we should know our responsibility towards the girl child. If we have been able to send them into school and to teach them on importance of handwork, tailoring, hairdressing, and many other handworks, it will help to shape the girl's mind so that she will know that at least if one can eat with school certificate, one should be able to eat with that handwork that he's doing. And it's high time we know that this house help issue, at times, despite that it helps for the moment, it's not that it's a good thing to be doing. So please, we as parents also, we should please learn this basic so that we can be able to shape the mindset of our girls so that they will be independent in a good way, not in the bad way, so that they can be able to know that they can stand for themselves at any point in time. You can continue. Thank you.
Okay. Now, coming back to the girl child ourselves, I am not encouraging the house girl job. I'm not encouraging, because if I will encourage that, it will only be on one condition.
Okay.
if you are coming from the background that the parent negligence is there and there's no support at all, if you see the house help is a source that you can get income, instead of you just focusing on the house girl, be collecting the salary and just living in the present, I will advise, in as much as you are working in there, you are earning something. Yeah, I know you have your personal needs to settle and maybe family issue. At least you have a savings that is for your future. Either you go back to school or you save something that will be able to help you get enhanced skill. That, if possible, there are many opportunities for us to even school. You can still be working and be schooling. There is open university, there is distance learning where you do it online. You can still be doing that work at the same time schooling. I am not excluding myself. I did house girl work. I did it. At some point, I had to find a way that get a job that I need to be working and schooling at the same time. So because why? Because I didn't just focus on the present, the salary that I'm collecting. Okay, if I'm collecting a salary, I feel I relax, I balance. Though I was into cooking, okay, I'm specialized in Indian cuisines. So though it has, if I really want to open a restaurant, I can open a restaurant specifically maybe on Indian cuisines. I will still be making a lot of money, but I was still looking at, I still have a future. Okay, what if I didn't have money to start up a restaurant, or I later left the Indian company I was working with? So the thing is, I need a certificate. So instead of just relaxing, I feel I'm solving my problems at this moment. I am getting the little money I'm supporting my family with, I'm settling my basic needs with. Instead of relaxing, I try to have some small savings. With the struggle, at least I've been able to pay my fees by myself. From the registration till the level where I am, at least I was able to pay up. So even if you are doing the house girl, try to make sure that there is something, you have plans for your future. Don't just relax in that moment. Now the future is not something that you just wake up one day and see it. The future starts now. So you have the future is, you start from this present. You work the future out by yourself. That is, if you are, the future comes depending on the determination that you have. So if you are determined that you want your future to be bright, you have to work it out by yourself. And how do you start working it? You work it now. It's not in the future that you work it. You start working it now, because the present now pave way for the future of tomorrow, and the future of that tomorrow pave way for the future of the later for you. So if you must do the house girl, please have a plan of the future. Carry it along.
Okay, thank you very much. We are running out of time, so I really appreciate, and we hope to see you once again in another different topic as well. So I would like you to look at our audience through the camera and tell them what you feel they should know, and also tell them your business. Sorry, I didn't introduce you. I didn't ask you to tell us your business that you are into, but I know you as a businesswoman as well. So you can as well talk to our audience via the camera and tell them more.
Okay. In summary of the topic we discussed, I'll start with the parents. Please, the parents, it's high time we know that the girl child needs to break. The girl child in Adara land, to be specific, it's high time we break out from that our shell that we feel like we need to break out from the comfort zone that we feel we are. It's time for us to there are a lot of opportunities out there that we can explore. So please, our parents, I would just advise is, let's be supportive towards the girl child. With our help, I believe we can break limitations and achieve our goals and dreams. And
what's your business?
My business? Okay, I don't have one business, so okay, I'm into clothes, attires, bedsheet and duvets.
So if they want to contact you, if they want to get those things, how can they reach you?
Okay, on Facebook, My username there is HRM, that's Her Majesty Gifts John. Instagram is Queen Gifts Bewa. Then on TikTok, I am that slim Adara girl. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
We have come to the end of this episode, and I really appreciate each and everyone that watch us and stay with us. Please, if you really enjoy our program, kindly do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Adara Connect TV, and to follow us on our Facebook page, Marvin's Films, as well as following us on our TikTok, Adara Connect TV. This conversation is about growth, understanding, and the future of our daughters, our sisters, and as a girl child in Adara land as a whole. We represent the entire world. If you are an Adara lady, please, I want you to know that you are capable of more than what the society will tell you. Be independent, have a handwork, go to school, do your best. Don't depend on anybody. Remember, a smart and hardworking woman is the woman that nobody plays with her. She does not have time to tolerate any nonsense. She represents and maintains her dignity. Please be that woman, and let's make our society a better place to be. We love you all, we care about you, and you are the future of Adara. Because when you have good mothers, it's surely you have good sons. Because a good mother raised a good son, and a good mother raised a good daughter. To our parents, please and please, as we can hear, we should learn from our mistakes and to know that we are the futures of tomorrow. Please, let's grow and bring up our children in a way that it is good. Remember, there is no difference between the girl child and the male child and the boy child. Education is for general. Peace and unity. Please, I love you all. Let's build a community where each and everyone will live peacefully. Boom! I love you all. Ejano. Thank you.